differently.
Does it need to be done?
Yeah.
So, do you think if you stopped eating animal products, could you survive or be healthy?
Well, I think my opinion compared to yours is different because I go on nature-based, and nature is always based on meat eaters, vegetable eaters. Right? And there's two tiers. There always has been for millions of years. We've got these teeth for a reason. We're meat eaters.
Right. But herbivore animals have canines as well. So a hippo, gorilla.
Not all of them. Hippos haven't.
Hippos have got the biggest canines in the world.
Yeah, I know they have, but they don't use them. They don't use them.
They're the biggest killer of men.
Yeah, the biggest killer of people in the world. If you watch man-eaters and watch hippos, hippos are the biggest killers.
But they're
of
herbivores.
man.
They don't eat the meat.
No, but they kill people.
Yeah.
So they kill.
But what I'm saying is the fact we have canines doesn't mean we should be eating meat. And let's say right, okay, let's say we have developed these canines for tearing flesh.
I think there's a more humane way to do it. I agree with you. There's a more humane way to do it.
Organic, free range.
What is a humane way to kill an animal that does not want to die?
I think we need to eat it. I've been a vegetarian and I felt so ill. It's unbelievable.
Are there any nutrients that you guys think you'd be missing out on if you didn't eat animals?
Yeah, protein, because I can't eat pulses without.
So all food contains protein, all plants
No, it
contain.
doesn't.
Yes, it does. All
She's
protein.
No, you talking to the wrong person about that.
All plants contain protein. Protein deficiency.
Tiny difference.
Protein deficiency does not exist in the West because it can only be induced through starvation.
It can be, and actually it's being seen with things like rickets and all sorts of things.
As long as you are eating enough calories, you cannot be protein deficient. Even if I ate 2,000 calories of potatoes.
Talking to an expert. Not me.
Oh, why are you an expert?
You didn't have a thing with something like beriberi, which causes heart disease, and you just ate potatoes.
I know, but what I'm saying.
She's high up in the NHS.
I work in public health as well.
Do you?
I work in diabetes prevention.
Yeah, you couldn't eat potatoes.
No, but my point is you can get all the protein you need from plants.
We're going.
So all the footage you're seeing is UK, it's quite recent. What do you think about it?
Pretty horrendous.
Yeah? So this is a free-range farm here.
That's free range, is it?
So yeah, free-range means they're not caged, but we still cram thousands of birds into sheds. Some of them are so overweight they can't walk, and they all end up in a slaughterhouse. I mean, do you guys think there's a humane way to kill?
I've always said it, right? My mum's a farmer.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I do agree. It's wrong that we can cage an animal,
Yeah.
yanking it. If we're going out into the wild hunting something and it can run away from it, I think that's fair play. That's how it sort of works.
More natural.
Yeah.
Just because it's natural doesn't make it moral though, right?
No, but like if we go,
I could go and attack a human and they have a chance of getting away, but that doesn't make it
yeah, but
okay.
if we went into into lions and they attacked us,
Yeah.
and we've only got a spear or something, they're probably going to kill us.
Yeah, but a lion hasn't got moral agency like we have. We can understand right and wrong. The lion has to kill to survive, but we don't, do we?
You know?
Well, do you think you can survive without eating animals? So,
Not easy.
in this day and age, in the West,
Yeah, but that's like I know.
In the West, yeah.
That
If
is
everyone
definitely-
stopped eating meat, then we'd run out of all the other stuff. That's
would we though? So that all the billions of animals we're breeding are being fed with plants that could be edible, will be edible for humans. Like,
that's all fucked up. I don't agree
yeah.
with that.
Why is that fucked up?
Because it's not humane, is it? It's not.
Right. So you agree they have value? Their life has value,
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
and you agree that we don't need to eat them to survive.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
So would you say it's cruel to
But
kill
so
them?
you're a vegetarian.
So we're all vegan here, so we don't eat any animal products at all. Because even in the egg industry, they grind up male chicks when they're fully conscious. Dairy industry, they separate babies from their mothers. All the animals in the dairy egg industry all end up in the slaughterhouse as well.
No, I fully understand. I do agree with you that as well. If I was like, I'm like any other person, I go to Tesco to go and buy my meat.
Yeah.
and I don't agree. And it's nice that you're doing it because you're showing people what is actually going on.
But even if these animals had a great life, let's say I had an animal here who was maybe my pet, really happy, would that be okay for me to slit its throat and kill it if it was happy first?
My mum said
No,
that.
mate, I've not been in that situation. You take your teeth for granted.
Yeah. So if I had, say, a dog here now and I was going to slit its throat, would you try and stop me? Do you think? You probably would.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. What if it was a pig?
Well, I'll probably still stop.
Yeah.
In the middle of the lane.
Yeah. So if I was doing it behind a wall where you couldn't see it, would it suddenly become moral, or is the act still wrong?
Yeah, but that's it, though, isn't it? That's modern day life, though, isn't it? People only see what they want to see.
Yeah.
But that goes with everything, though, doesn't it?
But of course, our choices have consequences. Our choices can cause suffering.
I fully, don't get me wrong, I eat meat,
Yeah.
but I fully agree with what you're doing.
Yeah, and I used to be the same. I used to eat meat, but I was still against this. The thing is, when we buy meat or dairy or eggs, we're paying for this to happen. It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So when we do buy meat, we're condemning an animal to this.
I've got to see my mum's a farmer.
Yeah. My dad works in the slaughterhouse.
She's an organic farmer, right? So all her animals, she does sell stuff for me, and they go, but it's,
And is that okay when they get killed?
yeah, but it's no, it's not. Bottom line is it's not.
Yeah. Right.
That is the bottom
So what
line
would be
of it.
stopping you then from cutting this out of your diet and going towards veganism?
Love meat too much.
Well, I used to love it as well. Meat every day, KFC, McDonald's. But what's more important? Sort of ending this or getting a few minutes of taste pleasure?
I fully appreciate what you're doing, but do you really think you're ever going to end it?
Veganism's increased by 360% in the last 10 years. 10
you
years ago,
think-
no one knew what veganism was. Now it's everywhere.
Whatever's more sustainable, that's all I care about.
Well, this is veganism is more sustainable because we're feeding the animals with plants.
But then, so all these people that have jobs though, that are in this line with
Yeah.
killing animals,
Yeah.
butchers, what would happen to them?
They can get another job.
doing what,
Farmers
though?
can grow plants. There's millions of jobs you can do.
Yeah, I know.
When we abolished slavery, slave
Yeah.
owners lost their jobs.
Yeah, no, I agree what you're saying.
But so do you think because someone makes money out of it, hurting others, does that make it moral to hurt others, or is that irrelevant?
Yeah, but it's
Confidence.
yeah.
But
Don't get me wrong.
the idea of killing an animal that doesn't want to die, that's simple.
That doesn't faze me.
No?
Well, yeah, but would you be able to kill an animal? Would you like go like a wiener pig? I don't know,
If
16
it was
weeks.
me die of starvation or the animal die.
Right,
You're
that's
gonna
not the
die.
situation you're in though. So you're putting that there to make it... Could you kill an animal yourself right now for the sake of a burger when you could eat a vegan burger?
I like vegan food, so no.
Right, so it does phase you then.
Yeah, see, I agree that if you want to eat the animal, I think they should make it kill it.
But should,
Yeah, I think you should be prepared to kill that animal if you want to eat it.
but should we be allowed to hurt others for a simple choice of taste pleasure? Should it?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
So what would be stopping you?
We're ignorant.
But are you ignorant now? Now you're seeing this.
Yeah,
It's turning a blind eye, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, I would say 90% of people, you will probably say the same thing we're saying, and we walk away and we would have forgotten about it. And I don't mean that in a horrible way, and it's sad.
But there's people here who I spoke to a few months ago who were meat eaters, now they're vegan, doing this with us. When people see this, it affects them because they're against
I
it.
could actually generally easily cut meat. I'm like that. I actually don't eat a lot of meat. We've just got out of burger. Like,
No, but I used to eat it most of my life, so we're not here to judge anyone. We're just here to show people what's happening so they can make an informed choice.
why are they covering their faces?
It's just to get attention. People stop, see what it's about, and it also takes attention off the activists and onto the footage that you're seeing.
Well,
What would be the reason why you wouldn't cut this out?
I can answer.
Yeah.
Honestly,
How about you?
Did you stop eating meat?
If you had the power to click your fingers and stop this and live in a vegan UK, for example, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you agree with the end goal of veganism then? You agree with the philosophy
What about, wouldn't we be overrun though?
by animals?
Yeah, because you say that, but how many breeding stocks of cows, pigs are there at the moment? What are we going to do, let them all go?
The thing is, we'd stop breeding them, if we weren't consuming
Yeah,
them.
but how do you can't stop breeding something, can you?
It's supply and demand.
Yeah, but if you let them all go, yeah, into the wild, is that what you would do? Like if you stopped?
No, we'd stop breeding them so they wouldn't be there in the first
Yeah,
place.
but would you let them go? So like,
No, the world isn't going to go vegan overnight.
It's going to be gradual, right? It's going to be gradual, so they'd breed less and less and less and less until there aren't any
but
being
then
bred.
this stuff would still breed though, isn't it? Like
Wild animals, you mean?
Yeah, like
They
pets.
wouldn't be-
They'd still be breeding now, though.
Yeah, but they would though.
A factory farm.
Look at humans. How we multiply.
Factory
The
farm.
animals wouldn't do that. They won't
These,
be able to do that.
these pigs aren't be here. They don't even meet their other species. They're getting artificially inseminated by humans. Sorry, they're not even meeting the other gender of their species.
I don't, like, honestly, I do agree.
Yeah.
I do think it's wrong. I think all of this is all.
But you have the power to help bring this to an end,
What by stopping it me?
and dairy and eggs.
I'll give it a go.
Would you?
I will generally give it a go. Stop being me. I'm not going to sign up to anything. But I will generally give you my
Have a
word.
think
I'll
about
stop.
it.
I'll stop trying to
All we're trying to do is get people to think.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, well, thanks for being so open-minded. I'll give you this card. There's one speech in particular here. It's called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear. I watched it like a year and a half ago. Changed my life. So it's really powerful. If you watch one thing, I'd watch that. But thank you very much for stopping.